This is the book of Mark, chapter 13 and 19. For in those days shall be affliction, such as one was not from the beginning of the creation, which Yahweh created unto this time, neither shall be. And except the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he had chosen, he had shortened the days. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakdash, double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Your brother Yasad back at you with another lesson, willing to edify into the spirit. Right? And this one here, the Lord is actually making the days shorter. Now it's like you're literally feeling it. How time flying so fast. In any daily activity you're doing, you literally when you monitor and you look at the time, you're literally feeling that it's like the time speeding up. A day and a night coming much more swiftly. This article to bring out, and we'll go into some precepts. It says shorter days ahead, Earth rotation is speeding up, one scientist. We often think of time like the 24-hour day as something fixed and unchanging, but in reality, even Earth's rotation isn't constant. Scientists have now found that our planet is spinning faster than it used to, and that means days are getting just a tiny bit shorter. Because they just mentioned the rotation of the Earth, right? Which we know is false, because in the scripture it explains here of the movement of the sun, right? Wisdom of Solomon 7 and verses 16, it says, for in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship. For he had given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, listen carefully, the alterations of the turning of the sun, and the changes of seasons, the circuits of years, and the positions of the stars. So basically, it's the sun that actually makes the movement and whatnot. There's another precept on all too. The book of 1 Ezra 4 and 34. O ye men, and are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his place in one day. There's precept to back that up. Right? So going on down, it said this might sound strange, but Earth's rotation has always changed over long periods. Dinosaurs, for example, live with 23 hours days, and the Bronze Age average day was already about half a second shorter than today's standard, which we know is foolishness about the dinosaurs and whatnot. These things would be recorded in the Bible, because the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes 12, no book can mate to the Bible, right? Ecclesiastes 12:12, and further, by these, my son, be admonished of the making of many books. There is no end. Well, this is Ayapa 1. There is no end, and much study is weariness of flesh. Right? The one that I was looking for is Ezekiel 34 and 16. Ezekiel 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, none of these shall fail. Talking about the prophecies that took place and about to happen. They didn't fail, and they're not gonna fail. None shall want a mate, so no other book and gonna want a mate, as meaning no book can be compared to this book. For my mouth it had commanded, and its spirit it guarded them. So even the Isaiah 46:10 speaks on what? Declaring the end from the beginning. So if the Lord declared all these things through the Bible, there would obviously be records of dinosaurs and all this foolishness that they push. And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. So just imagine when the world was being destroyed by water, with Noah, that is recorded, but the great, I forget what to call it, but, the period of the dinosaurs being extinct and the Big Bang Theory, the Big Bang Theory, how isn't that recorded in the Bible? It's to show you that it's false, it's nonsense, but basically the point going into, the Lord shortening the days, and because, going back to the Job, this man's kingdom is numbered. Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Though thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And that is it, because this is the end of this man's kingdom. We coming down to the destruction, the last of this man's kingdom. And the Lord said what? He in the book of Job 20:5, it says the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. And that is it, you all had your reign, into this fleshly eyes. This is a real long time, because since the Grecian Empire, they have been in power hundreds of years. But as we know, according to the scripture in Peter, 1 day is as 1,000 years is like 1 day in the sight of the Lord. So it seems as a short time, but in this flesh is a very, very long time. But you reach to the end of your empire, right? And your empire is about to fall. That is why you're seeing Trump making all them moves, making all them decisions, and as soon as all gonna lead up to the mark of the two major they all are major prophecies, but two major prophecies that would basically signify the end of this man's kingdom is going to lead up to the mark of the beast and World War III, right? Revelation 12:12, because the devil has begun to be down upon the Lord's sanctuary, upon Jerusalem, upon the Israelites. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down upon you, having great wrath. That's why you see there's been so many protesting. They're sending back these Haitians, the immigrants. A lot of sadness, a sad time, But we know ultimately is the Lord's judgment, because he knew that he had but a short time, right? The Romans, Matthew 24:27, right? And the Lord is doing it. That is why He actually given them the advancement in the technology, basically to speed up times, speed up the destruction of America, and speed up the downfall of His kingdom, because this place is actually real messed up and wicked. Here it is, they want to place AI to control stuff. They wanna set up this AI god and all sorts of foolishness. As Nora Hariri say, they no longer need the God of the Bible anymore. Right? So the Lord, hey, what this man here has in store for the people, the Lord has to, with that MOTV, that digital system, a credit score system, hey, the Lord has to shorten the times and deliver the elect out of this. Otherwise this place, Esau is a mad scientist and he won't stop. The scripture say he wary any wickedness. You know? Yeah, this man here ain't gonna stop. Nope. He wouldn't sleep if he had caused some to fall or some sort of mischief. And why the Lord has to bring this man's kingdom down. Right? Because Revelation 12 says, and going on to the last set of verse 17, and the dragon was wrought to the woman and went to make war with her, the remnant of her seed. And that is where it is here now. When he started crack down of the Lord's prophet, hey, that is basically a next signification at the end of his kingdom. And went to make war with the remnant of his seed, of her seed, which kept the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Yeah, because he's gonna come down upon us. Right? And he has all these advanced technologies to fight Jacob, all these robot dogs, these drones, you know. Hey, I was seeing a thing that they actually make, you know, mosquitoes that to spy upon the people and whatnot. Matthew 24:27. So okay. Let's see. So I get Luke 21:27. Right, and verse 28. And when these things happen to come to pass, then look up. Because what we're seeing right now is the prophecies taking place. You know, the vibration of war, which you mentioned it, that could lead into World War III. The third war, Revelation 11 and 14. The second war has passed and the third war cometh quickly. That is the word they use, quickly. You know? Yeah. The Lord say He causing the proverb to cease. Right? It say, and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Yapa. Yeah. When you see these things up, to come to pass, hey, redemption draweth nigh. Didn't the Lord speak of a short work? Let me jump down to verse 31. So likewise, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. It is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled. Yeah, so this has all is to back up that they don't have no new flesh upon the earth. Right? New spirits upon the earth. So like the spirits. New spirits upon the earth. It's till all be fulfilled, heaven and earth shall pass away, but the words of my mouth shall not pass away. Yeah, because the scripture also says his word is not going to return void unto it. Right? Um, Romans 9:28. It says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth, and that is what he planned to do. The scripture even says in the second Ezra's 2, you have to pray for them a few days. Right? 13. Even in the Apocrypha it say, the righteous complain continually unto the Lord. And that's what we're doing, we're complaining about this wicked place. You know? Second Ezra 2 and 13, go and ye shall receive prayer for a few days unto you, that day may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Right? I'll end off in this piece, okay? So 36, and I'll start at 1. It say, have mercy upon me, O Lord Yahweh of all, and behold us. Send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against a strange nation, and let them see thy power. And thou wast as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God but only thou, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Shew new signs and make other strange wonders. Glory thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. They just, hey, the news media just sent out that they show a chariot, because 2 kilometers long. And they have been seeing these massive objects, which we know is the chariots of the Lord. Right? They even know it, but they like to keep the people under a certain bubble. It's a glory thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Rise up indignation and pour wrath, take away the adversary, and destroy the enemy. Point, should take the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles. Salute to you, Akim, until the next Shalom.